Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snackbar here with MLB 13, the show. We have got Road to the Show with Lou Gehrig this time. Look at that, we are 0-3. I played a few games, of course. Really has not turned out too well for Lou Gehrig up to this point. I did go 1 for 4 in my last game. That's something that I thought was pretty impressive, given the fact that in the second game, I just totally flopped. So like game 1, you saw that I got my first base hit and my first home run. Really haven't had too much success since then, but I'm absolutely loving this, and I'm loving your guys' excitement for the Lou Gehrig series. It's something that makes me feel good, because every time that I go ahead and I try to make a new series, I always think to myself, you know, what would everybody want to see? Now, when you have over 10,000 subscribers, it's really hard to be able to make everybody happy. You know, because you have to strike a fair balance, too, between what would make everybody happy who's with me right now, and how could I go ahead and draw some additional people to the channel, too. And it seems like that Lou Gehrig was a good choice. I shouldn't have swung at that one. That one I got jammed with inside. But also letting you guys know that the audio quality may not be the best for the next few days. I have to go ahead and send in my Blue Yeti mic since it is failing miserably. I'm like looking at it right now and just like wanting to punch it or something. So I have to return it, and I'll get a new one soon. So I'm just letting you guys know. I apologize about that. So things for this game not starting off too well for Lou Gehrig. As you saw, I did ground out to second base. And I do got a few opportunities to be able to make some defensive plays. I'm not going to be showing every single one because at first base, let's be honest, there are some other positions that may be a little bit more exciting to watch from a defensive standpoint. But I still will be able to make an impact at first base, you know, participating in some double plays, some fly balls, some ground balls coming my way. So I'll show some of it, but I won't show everything because these games do last a little bit longer than MLB's My Player. But anyway, on this 0-1 count, crushed that one. Oh, that was going into right field. Lou Gehrig getting us on the board with that home run. Going to take a leisurely stroll around the bases, and well deserved. I have noticed that, you know, having played in AA now for the last few games, these pitchers are actually pretty predictable. So I kind of know what pitch I need to sit back on and wait for. Turns out right there that I picked the right pitch, and I was able to take that ball and, gosh, make the most out of it. So 2 RBIs for Lou Gehrig right there. Got to take another look at it. Just, I crushed it. Absolutely crushed it. That was awesome. So Lou Gehrig having a good game thus far. That may be the only good highlight that we have. But as I mentioned, I kind of have improved on a lot of things too. Kind of knowing what pitches to go for and things like that. So things are working very well. I am glad that I have adapted to AA. I was absolutely afraid that as I'm going ahead and playing things like Diamond Dynasty or franchise mode, that I come back to Lou Gehrig and I'm swinging way too early. In many cases, like right there, that is the case. But I'm going to attribute that one here to the fact that it was a breaking ball and I was actually expecting a fastball right there. But, ooh, swing and a miss on the splitter. I was ahead of that one, too. Got to make sure I wait for this next pitch, whatever it is. I think it's going to be a breaking ball, especially when you take a look at the fact that I've got, you know, 3 pitches I got to defend against that are breaking balls. But anyway, I get on base. That's all that matters, okay? It was not the best at-bat for me. I still get a good at-bat rating, but I don't know. That one was a lot closer than you may have thought. I really thought I was going to strike out right there, but glad that I waited on that one. It looked like it was a slider. So sliders sometimes give me problems. Not so much here in the show. It's more the curveball. In MLB 2K, that slider would kill me sometimes. All right, but anyway, I am on first base now. I don't have the speed yet to be stealing any bases. So I have to wait for plays like this to happen where I get a chance to advance over to second or to the next base, whatever it may be. So glad I got that opportunity here. We'll see what's going to happen here. We are up 5-3. Runners on first and second, of course. Lou Gehrig in scoring position. Not going to be too pretty right there. All right, so 0-1 count. Going to take maybe an additional step here. And that one's going to be high That one's going to get caught, but I'm still going to try and run home because that's, of course, what you do. So it does get caught. Run does not count. And we're back to a defensive play here in the bottom of the 5th for Lou Gehrig. Little bunt. Thought you could catch me off guard. Well, honestly, you did, but we are able to go ahead and get that thrown over to Lou Gehrig for an out. So they really can't try that anymore. Because it seems like once the computer tries bunting once, unless it's the pitcher coming up, you really won't see anything else. It's like you've always got one in the games. Or at least that's, kind of what I've noticed. But Lou Gehrig having a great night, 2 for 3, 2 RBIs, runner on first here in the top of the 7th. We're still up by 2. And this is an important game for me because I'm trying to avoid being swept. I don't want to start things off here with Lou Gehrig by getting swept. That's just not cool at all. So, waited for the curveball. Smart call. That is 2 home runs in this game for Lou Gehrig. That one goes into right center. You can see the outfielders just watching that one go over their heads, knowing that there was absolutely no play whatsoever. Was not expecting to have this type of game, considering the last 2 games were just not great for Lou Gehrig at all. But there's another chance for me to be able to round the bases, to come home and add to our run count. So we've had 2 2-run RBI, or 2-run home runs. That's actually really tough for me to be able to say. So, gosh, 4 ribbies in this game now for Lou Gehrig. That's great to see. Now, it looks like, too, that we're in a very, very good situation here to be able to come away with the win. And I'm glad that I got that home run, too, because as you can see, it is 7-5 here in the bottom of the 8th. So we'd be tied right now if I didn't get that home run. Oh, got to go the other way. I don't even know what this was at first, and then I'm like, oh, it's a fly ball. That's the first fly ball I've had with Lou Gehrig. I participated in a lot of ground ball outs, where I just have to run over to first. I basically just stand there and wait for the ball to come to me. Whew, I'm glad I didn't mess that one up. That'd be really embarrassing to go ahead and put on YouTube because, whenever I have a 2-home-run game, of course I got to show something like that, but gosh, that'd be crazy. All right, so another base hit. I've really been swinging a lot. Like in some of the other modes, I do a lot better, I feel, in the show of, watching pitches and making sure that, I don't swing at anything outside of the strike zone. But for some reason, I don't know if it's like my player mode mentality, but I'm just like swing, swing, swing. And it hasn't worked out the first couple games. This time it has. 0-1 count here in the top of the 9th. A nice shot into the gap. That's going to roll to the wall. I'm going to head over to third. I'm being waved home. It's kind of cool that I finally get that. He's going to be held up at third. I am going to head into home, standing up. So 3 runs in this game for Lou Gehrig. All right, so this is kind of what happens in between everything. I'm kind of curious to see how this ends up. It is 8-5. Ooh. This is going to be huge now for Lou Gehrig. The bases are loaded. Bottom of the 9th. 1 out. An off-speed pitch. Ooh, that one's hit on the ground. 6-4-3 double play to win the game. All right. So we do go ahead and we avoid getting swept. I have a 2-home-run game and 2 singles as well. So I go 4 for 5. What a great game for Lou Gehrig to have. Thank you so much for watching this, you guys, and all your support with Lou Gehrig. I'm thinking I'm going to come up with a schedule here pretty quick where you may see Lou Gehrig every other day, and I switch off with Kevin Millar on the other ones as well, so we can do this here, while at the same time switching off between Diamond, Dynasty, and Franchise every day. Let me know what you think about that. But subscribe again, you guys, if you haven't already. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that great jazz. Just check the description below. You'll find everything there. But thanks again for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. And as always, I hope you guys have a good one.